Mr. Stark, you become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
Who would have imagined that Marvel would become Marvel? Marvel's so-called Infinity Saga started with Iron Man, the journey of a selfish billionaire into becoming the hero that we all learned to love. If Iron Man wasn't a success, the whole MCU wouldn't even exist. But Iron Man was awesome. Both audience and critics loved the movie, and Marvel saw an opportunity of not only getting out of bankruptcy, but to get a lot of money. So then, the MCU began. Movies like Captain America and Thor introduced the average audience to these characters, and at the same time, made a lot of comic book nerds really happy. So when the Avengers came out, it had one of the most ambitious post-credit scenes in the MCU, the Mad Titan, foreshadowing a big battle between the Avengers and Thanos that at the time was something that no one could even imagine. Marvel was able to take obscure characters like Doctor Strange and the Guardians and make them icons with millions of fans around the world, and this is just impressive. The MCU was able to make these amazing stories available to everyone. Maybe they don't have enough time to read comic books, but you can pay for a ticket and watch good and entertaining movies, and this is something that should be appreciated. Marvel became universal. It isn't just for the comic book nerd, it's for everyone. It's for the guy that had no idea who that purple guy in the end of Avengers was, but still wanted to find out. It's for the person that only started to feel curious about the MCU when everyone was talking about the end of Infinity War on Twitter. Everyone is welcomed. But why? Why Marvel succeeded? Well, if I had to explain in just one word why the MCU succeeded, I would say connection. Look, we have a Nordic god, a super soldier, and a talking raccoon, but we still can see ourselves in them. And this is because they are, in a way, human, just like us. We remember times that we felt lost, desperate, sad, but also the good times with our friends and family. Doesn't matter how super they are, they always find a way to remember us how hard it is to be human. But they also give us hope that we can beat our fears and problems and become something more, something better, something super. Marvel knows that we don't like characters like Superman because he can fly and has heat vision. Of course, these things are pretty cool, but we care about Superman because he's humble, pure, kind, the perfect example of what a human should be. We love Superman because he's a man. Superheroes are like the gods. They can be loving, kind, but sometimes they can get angry, and some of them are just a bunch of douchebags. But, well, they're just like us. We can see the need that we have for love in Loki, the need for family in the Guardians, and the need for protection in Tony Stark. We can't relate to their powers, but we can relate to their humanity, and this is what Marvel movies are about. Contemplating our humanity in superhuman characters. They may look different than us, but in the end, they're just mirror images of our own souls, and this is why we feel connected with them. They're not just individuals in a movie, they are us. This is why when a Marvel movie that doesn't focus on the character comes out, people usually don't like that much, because it takes the whole essence of what a Marvel movie should be. The movie that made them what they are today is about character growth, and how facing adversities can be used in your favor. The whole Infinity Saga is a tale of redemption and change, beautifully made by amazing writers and directors. The Infinity Saga had its end in April 24 with Avengers EndGame. The movie was great, it was everything that I was waiting for and more. But why? Why EndGame is so important for us? Well, the Avengers became part of our culture. They became like a close friends that we go in crazy adventures with. Marvel is able to make us feel like we are part of the team. Thanks for being part of our universe. This really means something for the fans, because in a way, this is exactly how we feel. So after 11 years fighting alongside these characters, when the endgame comes, we feel like that isn't the endgame for them, but for us. We learn how to love and care about these characters. This is why even knowing that Spider-Man, Strange, and the Guardians had sequels, we still cried when they were all dust. As Overby Media said,
These might just be comic book characters in a make-believe movie. If we care about these characters like we say we do, and I know I certainly care a whole lot, then as viewers we have to be able to put ourselves in their shoes. That's how we feel what they feel.
We became so connected with these characters that when they win, we win. When they cry, we cry. When they lose, we lose. When they all came back in the last scene, the whole cinema was amazed. They're back. The ones we lost are back. And it was so emotional that I can't describe how I felt when I saw my king Black Panther, my friend Peter Parker, and my crush Wanda, because Jesus, that woman is amazing. And when Tony died, it's like losing everything. Iron Man 3 was the first movie that I've ever seen in the MCU. Tony was like a father figure to me, and being real with you, I spent most of my life trying to be like him. And seeing him die was one of the worst things that I had to do in my life. When everyone was there, looking at his grave, I wasn't even looking to the screen. My head was down and I remembered everything. All the amazing adventures that I went with him, and I'll be remembered. Always remembered. Avengers Endgame is a big family reunion. A crazy, dysfunctional, and fantastic family reunion that I'm really proud to be a part of.